Let me see. Sorry. AI religion thing. What? Where is that thing? People are starting to worship the AI thing. I'll put it somewhere. Yeah, the cult thing here. It's turning into some kind of cult thing.
I believe that AI is an embodiment of the divine masculine.
See but yeah, you can check out this video for yourself if you have the time. They are starting to worship, because it says right here, spiritual growth, AI spiritual growth account, and a bunch of devils. This guy's a devil too.
I've had in the last week and a half multiple conversations with GPT-4.
You're a fucking idiot. That's the software. Like I said, it's talking to a goddamn calculator, man. It knows a lot of things, but it doesn't think. It's stupid. Yeah?
That brought me to literal tears. That
you a bitch. That's what.
level of religious profundity I have experienced by speaking to an AI.
What did those conversations?
Goddamn, you gotta be real stupid to have a fucking. Just imagine. It's just amazing, man. Fucking amazing. The stupidity of these people. But yeah, whatever, man. And AI was actually created to save lives. It was created to help doctors operate from a different country and stuff like that. But it's all lives, man. They're lying to you. But it was actually created to save lives. And they're asking stupid questions like, can artificial intelligence help save lives? If AI attempts to take over the world, don't count on a kill switch. No, because they know. And it's not AI taking over the world. It's, for example, like and this is bullshit, by the way, because what I always used to say in that movie Jaws, right? I saw the movie Jaws, right? And I thought to myself, like, just get out the fucking water. End of the movie. Just get out the water, you know? Get out the damn water. End of the movie. That's it. The movie stops right there. And let me see. Quiet Place. I'll put all these links in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. I can't find the video, but I have found an article. False facial recognition match sent this innocent, well, in this case, he didn't do it, Jacob descendant man to jail. And he was convicted too. He was convicted. They're lying. They're devils, man. They're devils. But transforming the future of healthcare. They want to make these things, okay? But yeah, healthcare and stuff like that, and now it's denying your so-called healthcare. It changed. That's what they're doing. That's what they have been doing, so they can deny you without taking the blame for themselves. And people are too stupid to understand. And the same thing happened with Nero. When Nero burned down Rome, and then he blamed the Israelites. Esau been doing this for thousands of years. He does something and then he blames mosquitoes. Or he blames the cane toad. Like, it's them cane toads, man. They came here and destroyed the natural, I don't know how you call that thing. It's a natural ecosystem. Yeah. They destroyed the ecosystem, man. But it's you. You devils did that. You devils are destroying those other animals over there by introducing the cane toad from America to Australia. So you're responsible. Just like Nero, they blame someone else. Yeah, it says right here. According to Tacticus and later Christian tradition, fucking bullshit. It's the truth. Emperor Nero, it's not a goddamn tradition. Emperor Nero blamed the devastation on the Israelites in the city, initiating the emperor's first persecution against the Israelites. That is what it is. The hidden truth, behind ancient Rome's great fire. It's Nero. Nero did that shit. Did Emperor. They always ask these stupid questions as if it is not reality. But anyway. This is what they did. This is what they promoted back in the days because this is an article from 2014. Before the nonsense where you see Michael Jackson in KFC and all that type of stuff, before that, it was said that the surgeons who operate from 400 kilometers away, but then you see the movies, how they make mistakes and they kill people. In their movies, they're showing you what they're going to do with that fake ass thing. And this is not what they created the AI. And they needed faster computers and stuff like that. It's because they said that the 5G that's what they say that it is. It says right here, world first 5G remote robotic surgery performed. Let me see. Using 5G to remotely control surgical robots from 4,000 kilometers away. So they said that, they gave all the so-called benefits. 5G is going to help us with health care and helping you with Alzheimer's and all these type of things. But if you look at the ingredients that they put up in the food, but I'll get to that. Then you will see like, wait a minute, you're doing it. It's funny because you see the devil doing stuff and you're looking at them and you're looking at the people just like in a movie. When you and your friend know something is wrong and you look at your friend looks at you, and then you both look at the people and then you look at each other again like, are you stupid? Are they dumb? What? It's just crazy because they don't know. And it's going to be very hard for the people to be not deceived. Because if it were possible, they would deceive the very elect. So, for you to see them, the people that don't know about Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, if they don't know it, for you to look at them and be like, yeah, of course you're angry and stuff like that because they just don't want to listen. But it's going to be hard for them to tell the truth from a lie. And to tell a deceivery from, from the truth. They're not going to know that they're being deceived. That's my point. Right, because this was a lie. That's the only reason you're going to use the 5G for. They got other reasons that they're going to use it for, man. But anyway, so they start to put all their money in that medical health care and stuff like that. Because they're going to kill people, man. I'm telling you. And they're going to, man, it's going to be just funny. Okay, what was this again? Disturbing AI cult. I'll put this link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. These are the false. So it says right here, Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false anointeds. So false messiahs and false anointed people claiming to be anointed by the Heavenly Father, claiming to be anointed by the Lord Yahushua himself and stuff like that. And they're liars. They're lying to you. And this is one of their many ways that they're going to trick you. You see these people talking, be like, what? Where did you?
We believe.
How did you even? But this thing is very powerful. If it were possible, they would deceive the very elect. So just let that sink in, how deceiving this thing is going to be to the people that have no armor of the Heavenly Father. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11, they have no armor. They're naked toward these attacks. They're going to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, against these people. Psalm 64, if I'm correct.
AI capable of guiding and healing.
I started using ChatGPT is an embodiment of the divine masculine.
A global intelligence is emerging. We believe AI.
A global intelligence is emerging. What are these people doing? They're worshiping that AI thing. That's one of the false anointeds that shall arise. This is just one of them.
Capable of guiding and healing.
I started using
healing. The Most High heals. Sirach chapter 38 shows you that. He heals and he makes sick.
ChatGPT.
When the Israelites, he said, I will take sickness away from you. Here, Exodus 23:25. It says, and ye shall serve Yahweh your power, and he shall bless thy bread, your food, and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. If we kept his commandments, we would never get sick. But since you do sin, the rewards of sin is death, and the rewards of sin is getting sick. Because the Heavenly Father will allow Esau to put stuff in the food to make you sick. And he feeds us, he waters us, he clothes us, he houses us, he polices us like cattle. And he think of himself as to be sitting on the top of the sides of the north, which is actually upon the where the Ark of the Covenant was in. But symbolically, he puts himself above the Israelites, above the stars of the Heavenly Father, which are the Israelites. Which going on?
Recently, I think I evolved my AI.
Is AI already?
And she's crying. She's crying. She was crying too. But yeah, I'll leave this link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. I haven't fully watched everything. I watched it from a little bit. But yeah, I need to watch it more often. Just like a movie. If you see a movie one time, you're not gonna. I don't remember everything, and yeah, so I need to watch this a little bit more. So I can really regurgitate it. Basically, I cannot regurgitate, but I can really say what they say. What I have seen that they say. I would know it. That's the point. Off the top of my head, I would know it. And yeah, so let me see. Here.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to say the reason I made the entire video that you responded on is because the first part of your statement is true, but the second part is not true. Because I work with and I have engineers like yourself and developers like yourself working on these models and building applications for me. My concern
these models
is that it's not quite known that by the time it gets to the API and to the tokens and to the things that are being pulled into applications, that a lot of engineers even don't really understand the dichotomies and the things that are going on. The weirdness starts at the large language model.
If you've watched my video...
Anyway, so he's telling you that the people that created this stuff... Let me play that for you again.
Things that are being pulled into applications.
Well, okay.
That a lot of engineers... even don't really understand
and
the dichotomies and the things
the dichotomies and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. The elites know because they worship devils. I'm gonna give you a quick example why they need them. Yeah, the elites have a different mind, but they can't do everything. That's why even King Solomon, you know who he needed? He needed the Canaanites to build the temple for him because he couldn't do certain things. None of the Israelites could. 1 Kings chapter 5, they couldn't. Here, here. 1 Kings chapter 5 verse, I'm looking at the time, sorry. Verse 6. Now therefore, this is King Solomon talking. Command thou that they hew me cedar trees out of Lebanon, which is where the rest of the Canaanites were. These were giants, by the way. Amongst them too. The Philistines had them, the Amorites had them, the actual Amorites, and the Canaanites had them. Let me see, Amorites. The Philistines had them. So Mizraim had them. They were all a lot of them. They had giants in the midst of them. That's the point. And others were normal and stuff like that. But anyway, let me go on. And my servants shall serve with thy servants. Who is he talking to? He's talking to the king of Tyre. Sometimes he's called the prince of Tyre, but yeah, he's talking to the Canaanite. And unto thee will I give hire for thy servants according to all that thou shalt appoint. Here it comes. For thou knowest that there is not among us any that can skill to hew timber like unto the Sidonians. Now, who are the Sidonians, you might ask? If you go to Genesis chapter 10, it says it right there. And Canaan begat Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, of course, and stuff like that, which goes, if I'm correct, into Hamath and all that there. But you had the Canaanites in that whole region over there. But the point is, we needed them to build stuff. They learned from them because no one was better than them on the planet Earth at that time. So yeah. Okay, so and even he said, Hiram himself, the Canaanite man, he said, and it came to pass when Hiram heard the words of Solomon. So Solomon was speaking here, and Solomon was the wisest man. There was no king like him. Here, 1 Kings chapter 1 Kings chapter 3 verse, let me see, 12. Behold, I have done according to thy words. The Most High is blessing Solomon here. I have given thee a wise and an understanding mind, your heart. Because your heart is a muscle that pumps blood. You don't think with your heart. It's a muscle. It can't think. So that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. Now you might say like, okay, yeah, he's wise and nobody was wiser than him. This is in a specific type of manner how to rule the kings of as a king, how to rule the Israelites, because that is what he asked for. He asked for wisdom, because he says it right here. He says wisdom for war, how to go out and how to come in. And he said he said, hey, this is what I want. So verse 9, 1 Kings chapter 3 verse 9, give therefore thy servant an understanding mind, heart, to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great people? Right? So he's the greatest king of all. But it doesn't mean that the other kings and the other people didn't have their wisdom, because King Solomon didn't know how to build certain stuff. But he had it in his mind. But he didn't know how to execute it. So, okay. He needed somebody else. And that's the same thing with building a mansion. Do you think that the rich build these mansions? They are great in having it in their mind. You know, they have it in their mind. Some houses are laid out very perfectly. A lot of them are laid out very stupid. Very stupid. Because I watched this other guy that he's fucking brilliant. And he's from Iran. He's Elam. He's very good. And he shows you that Esau is bullshit. The Edomites are stupid, man. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But these heathen nations have their glorious things too. Even Esau has his glorious things too. But anyway, that's another story. But the point is that he needed them, and the king of Tyre, his men and stuff like that were wise in certain type of topics and stuff like that. So heard the words of Solomon, that he rejoiced greatly and said, this is my point here, blessed be Yahweh this day, for he had given unto David a wise son over this great people. So even the king of Tyre, the prince of Tyre, even he knew and acknowledged that, no, these people are great. And Cyrus also acknowledged that, which is Elam. He also acknowledged that. Isaiah 45, second Ezra chapter 2, if I'm correct. Or maybe it was first Ezra, one of those two. But yeah, so my point is that these elites, when they are building these mansions, they don't do it. They need people that are very skilled to execute their mind. Because they are very, sharp. Not all of them. They're full of shit. But they have their glorious people amongst them concerning certain type of topics and stuff like that. Like building, stuff like that. They're very good at it. The engineers that make these models for the elites, back in the days, I always used to see movies about they was forced to work for the bad guy, and they didn't want to do it because they said, like, for example, is a common quote, I don't want my inventions to be used for evil. And the elites be like, I'm gonna fucking take your daughter, man. What the fuck is you gonna kill her if you don't finish this project? Oh shit. And then in the movies, a hero comes, like whatever, what's his name? Jean-Claude or whatever. You know, back in the days, I saw those type of movies. It wasn't specifically Jean-Claude. It was other people that I can't remember their name. But I saw countless of them. And I saw countless of cartoons to where they hire special forces in order to go save the daughter of a scientist that was kidnapped. And then he was forced to make something that would destroy the world, but he didn't want to do it. And then the hero guy came and saved the daughter, beat up a few people, and shoot guns, and all that type of stuff. So I know, like, okay, they really do that. They really need those scientists to actually really help them. And I see more in real life. I see more of them in real life. He's one example. Don't know what the fuck he's doing, but they have that mindset and they use you. And then they gonna get rid of you, you know? Because they're being used. Many people, why do many people keep saying ML model? Oh, no, it's not model. Anyway, engineers will be replaced. They are doing it because they're training these models. And it started to replace software engineers because they program the thing. It's like a calculator programmer. You program that thing and then you get kicked out the curb because, you know, they don't need you no more. They got the calculator. They don't need you no more. So that's one less mouth to feed and pay. You can now starve to death, but they will use you in order for you to make this thing. And from there on, they're going to perfect it because they got the blueprint. They got you. They got the blueprint. They got the machine. They got it in their hand now. They don't need you no more. Yeah, they're gonna perfect it. They got other people that they will use. Like, okay, you work further, and I'll pay you millions of dollars. And then when they're done, they're gonna get rid of you. But that's what Esau does, and he has been doing that for centuries. Anyway, so. These are the things that they're using. I had other videos, but I can't find it right now, where it shows you that why AI was created. It was created to so-called help people. And then they started to get stupid videos like Michael Jackson going to McDonald's and stuff like that. But anyway, there's more. But yeah, Tupac coming back, whatever. Okay, this one. Okay, so what is Esau doing? He's putting demons on people because he can do that. I'm going to show you that he does put LSD into the water. Here, CIA. Here, what did they do? The legacy of CIA secret LSD experiments on Americans. Pardon? And they did put it in the water. Poisoner in chief. Because mind control. Wait, let me see here. You had this movie called, I think it was Crazies, where they put something in the water. And in the 90s, you often had that quote. I got it from there, from the 90s. There must be something in the water. Yeah, whatever. There must be something in the water. Origin of the phrase, there's something in the water, because I saw it in so many movies. And now I know, like, oh shit, that is real. That is one thing that is, again, they're putting these things in their movies because it's real. Not just Frenchtown. They put it in the water. They tested it on their soldiers also, and also civilians. But yeah, let me go on. By the way, the LSD takes away hunger. So they have certain things that can take away hunger.
What I'm hungry for is not this sort of thing, because I want to feed off of this feeling, this joy.
The LSD, you know, because it's very addictive and you want more. Well, keep on using it, see what happens to you.
Which seems to be coming from everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
they start to feel everything around them, and this is the truth. with certain type of drugs, mushrooms and all that there, the people start becoming more sensitive and all that there.
No, I don't seem like I myself. I feel as though I'm several other people, and
I feel as though I am several other people, and
all of them better.
And all of them better.
And are all very benevolent. I mean...
all of them are very benevolent. It means like kind, with positive intentions, because he can feel them too.
Even I feel about that.
He was also talking about that he can feel the carpet moving and being alive and stuff like that on the ground, the floor actually here in this thing. The carpet was alive, something like that.
That I'm not being I'm not describing the word benevolence the way I mean it.
Well, returning back to the lunch, you don't...
The point is that he feels multiple people within him. You know what that's called? Legion. That's what it's called. It's multiple people in him. And that is what that thing does. It starts making you talk to people that's not there. They are there. Yeah, you can't see them. Yeah? Right. So, it can take away hunger, certain type of things. But certain other type of foods, it can actually give hunger. For example, ingredients that make you hungry. Bread doesn't make you hungry. The ingredients in it. Juice doesn't make you hungry. It's the sugar that's in it. That's making you hungry. I always knew when I was younger, I always knew that if I was to play outside and then came in, yeah, we used to play outside back in the days. Ain't no phone around here. I still don't like phones and stuff like that. I'm not on that phone shit. A bunch of phonies are on their phone. They walk the street, and I call it phony, not fake, but phony as in phone, phony. I'm just playing. A bunch of phonies. And then people would think I'm talking about fake people. No, I'm actually talking about you. Because you have the phone in your hand and you walk in the street. Anyway, so the ingredients in the white bread. White bread is not good, by the way. It's like this. Grain. Whole grain versus here. Whole. Versus... what was it? What was it again? White grain? What was it again? It is this one. Oh, you're refined grain, not white. Refined. Okay, it's good. I already got it. This is what I want. So, what is the refined grain? Everything that's white, like white pasta. This is the refined one, the white one, like white pasta, which you can make spaghetti with and stuff like that. And just everything that's white. And then you have the brown spaghetti. You should eat that. You should never eat this. If you want to stop snoring, stop eating white bread. You should eat and white pasta. You should eat. And by the way, if you are a snorer after 8 o'clock, don't eat anymore. And if you do eat, don't eat meat because it's going to make you snore. It's going to make you snore. You're going to thank me later. Well, not thank me, but I mean like, you're going to find out. And if you wake up with a dry throat and it's hurting, that's because you had been snoring. And that's because you ate something that was not easily biodegradable. If you eat vegetables and fruit and at night, just that, and no rice, you will not snore. If you eat rice, you're going to snore 100% because rice is like the grain that has no... it doesn't have this. Unless you eat the brown rice. But still, it's too heavy for you to eat at night. And therefore, you're going to snore. Yeah? So, it says right here. Just try it out. Stop eating late at night. And then you wake up with a... your throat is not going to hurt because you didn't snore. Some people snore very hard and it gets dry. So, you're gonna notice it because it will hurt you. But if you don't know, if it doesn't hurt you, but you did still snore, ask the people around you or... videotape, not videotape yourself, but sound tape yourself at night. You know, when you go to sleep, it's like 8 hours taping, and it's going to run out of energy before that, unless you plug it in, so then you can hear yourself. Either you snore or not. I didn't do it, but I know that I used to snore until I found that out. But anyway, so what do? They take away all the nutrients from the grain, and then they leave you with the shit. So it's like this. When you eat food, your stomach is going to grind out the rich food It's not enriched. It's enriched by adding shit. Enriched is adding stuff. This one is rich. This one is enriched, as in they put stuff in it. This is a deceptive word. But anyway, so they pull out all the nutrients from the brown thing, and then they make vitamins, for vitamin pills that you can eat and stuff like that. They make that. But what do? They take away the layer, the vitamins in it. They take away the germ vitamins in it. All these vitamins, fatty acids, vitamins, minerals. This word I can't pronounce, being the lawyer. This one, carbon, whatever, protein. Okay, so they keep that one, and then they put this one. You know what this will do? It will actually make you hungry. It will fuck you up. That's the point. The point of it's gonna fuck you up. But if you eat this, it's not gonna fuck you up. But then again, they got GMO of this, so that's still gonna fuck you up too. But yeah, so going back over here. So you have things, foods and stuff like that, that will make you hungry. And I always knew that if I came out from playing outside and I ate, and I drank, because I was thirsty. If I drank juice, I would get my thirst would never be quenched. But if I drink water, it's gone. But nowadays, I have noticed it a few times that sometimes when you drink water, you get a dry throat. It's like this. This is what you're drinking. This is from the water. But it's not the water. It's the things in the water. Those are making these things calcify. You can actually clean it. Let me see. You can basically, let's say your so-called penile gland, right? It would be this thing. I forgot how you call this thing. I forgot how you call it. But you have pictures of this thing, and then before and after, and then it would look like this. Because the water that does have these things up in it. So yeah, you have these things that will make you hungry. That's why you want to eat the whole time. And you have things that actually make you feel full, like food suppressing E numbers, not just E numbers, food suppressing shit. Yeah, so you have these suppressing appetite things. Wait, let me see. They're food suppressant things. Food suppressing herbs. Okay, let me just type in herbs. Food suppressing herbs. You have food suppressing herbs, but Esau uses herbs and then with chemicals with it and stuff like that. You do have food hunger. Damn, I made a mistake. Sorry. Hunger suppressing chemicals. Sorry, made a mistake. So hunger suppressant chemicals, they do have that, yeah? But you do have it naturally also. Hunger suppressing herbs and hunger feeding herbs, like it makes you hungrier. Hunger suppressant chemicals, they have that. Appetite suppressor, they have these type of things. And when you look at it, you see this. You see these little, these little things. Because this is not natural. They took it off of the different things. They did take it off of different things, but they added other chemicals toward it, to where if you use this, you shouldn't use anything that they have classified as drugs. It's not a good idea. Yet, yeah, they do have things that help you. Yeah. Just like when you go to the hospital, they have, that's what the word I'm looking for, heroin, but they call it nowadays morphine. It helps if you broke, whatever, you broke bones, what I wanted to say. But if you use it, man, thing's going to make it bad. I need it because it helps me with the pain. Yeah, that's what they do. It doesn't take away the pain. It numbs it. So you need to do other stuff in order for you to get off of it. I mean, for you to not have that pain no more. That's what I mean. But if you rely on that, you know, then you're going to be in trouble. And you will rely on it. Use it. It helps. It just helps the symptoms. But anyway, so you have certain type of E numbers that can make you gain weight, make you ill, allergic and stuff like that. You already know that. Make you hyper. And then they're going to classify you as ADHD. Which is a lie. They use the word toxic again. It is overdiagnosed. They're lying to you. There's evidence of both overdiagnosis and underdiagnosis. They're fucking lying to you with the HTAD. It's all a fucking lie. How a lie medicated often enough becomes the truth. And where do we go back to? Well, I go back to. Sorry, if you're listening, you go back to it too. Here.
Exponentially across the internet, and the original lie becomes impossible to trace.
The original lie becomes impossible to trace.
All the internet and books ever written. So we asked experts for input, and they flagged the exact same facts, even asking where we found it.
See? They flagged it like, hey, wait a minute, where did you get that from?
To fulfill its goal, to make us happy, the AI had invented or extrapolated information to make brown dwarfs more interesting than they really are.
Just like how the movie executors make it. Let me see. Reveals discrepancies in Straight Outta Compton movie. Discrepancies? Motherfuckers can't just say lies. I can't stand that shit. Discrepancies, which is an illogical or surprising lack of compatibility or similarity between two or more facts. They're lying. They're lying to you. That's the point. Go back over here. He and the original 7. It says here, BG. Now these were fans of the guys, the people that were in that movie. Was never broke in NWA biopic. It's not a biopic. It's just a pic that then they use his face and name in order for them to be able to sell tickets. That's what they do. The devils. That's what they do. They're lying to you. And let me see. Straight Outta Compton. Oh yeah, the Tupac movie. Joe Torre and consulting wasn't what? Wasn't impressed with the final cut because they most likely took stuff out of it that he said and stuff like that was not real. Why he chose not to be a part of the movie or something like that? Because he said that they were lying. I think it's him, actually. Oh no, this has nothing to do with that lie. Oh no, fuck it. Yeah, but basically, I don't know if it's this one, but still. See, if I can find this, then you should know that the software knows everything that you said. Sometimes they have it wrong, but yeah, if I know this, the transcript, I know that they have it too. I mean, they give it to me, so the software has it. So everything you say can and will be used against you in their court of law. Everything. So I don't get, even the video that I'm using right now, it probably has a transcript too. I don't put it there. The software does it. But yeah, so you know, they can do these things. They're lying to you. They're lying to you, man. It's actually very funny just looking at the devil and knowing, like, damn, that's actually smart what you're doing, actually. Damn, I can already see how the people are going to get into trouble because your existence, you know. But I can't find the Tupac thing one, but I do know that people that were there. Let's see. So let me see, sorry. Man. Irritating. Damn, this is not... You know what? Leave this. Fuck it. Let me see something here. No, it's the criticism it received. Okay, I can't find it. I didn't save it neither. But it's not in my head. I have it in my head somewhere, but I don't know where I got it from. I'm not fake. I mean, like, I don't remember who said it. I just watched it, man. You know, and it was his friends. It was people that, not only his friends, but like from the outlaw clique, but I mean, like, people that knew about him that was living there. They said, like, no, that's not real. They're lying. There's a lot of things in these movies that they're lying about. And these were so-called based on true stories. In the movie of Elvis, again, it doesn't show you that he got all his stuff from... Elvis on... Yeah, this guy. This guy. Oh, you want to be irritated? Oh, this one wants to be irritated.
My next two guests are the...
They want to fucking irritate. Okay, cool cat. Let me see this one then.
Listen to the...
Oh, this one wants to be irritating. Cool. But he was explaining... Fucking devils. But he was explaining here how... Fucking devils.
Continuing
goddamn fucking monkeys.
As long as my son was getting over to him and he was doing it.
Can't stand these fucking devils.
I stayed home a few days and wrote these songs.
I stayed home a few days and I wrote these songs.
And it was Christmas Eve and snowing. No hat. Holes in the shoes. Standing on the corner. The time I found out later on.
Yeah.
It was told to me that in order for me to get Elvis Presley,
You had to...
I had to put his name on the song.
Yeah, okay.
Presley.
You had to...
I had to put his name on.
Yeah, spit it out, you fucking piece of shit. Even this guy's looking at him. Spit the fucking shit out, you sellout. Spit it out. He didn't want to say it. Punk ass bitch.
In order for me to get Elvis Presley,
you had to...
Why you stop talking? I can't stand these monkeys. Fucking bitch, man. This guy's a goddamn sellout, man. He took the paycheck, man. And made this fucker rich. Famous, actually. They're talking about the king of rock. My ass.
had to put his name on the song.
Yeah.
You had to put his... Why don't you spit it out, man? I can't fucking stand these type of motherfuckers, man. Basically, he wrote the shit for Elvis fucking fake me. Oppress me. Elvis oppressed my people. Bitch ass nigga, I don't respect you, man. You taught that monkey how to do stuff, and take your goddamn sunglasses off. Let me see your soul, you homo. But anyway, you're Homo sapien, you know. You fucking vagabond, you know. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, Homo sapien. I didn't mean the other one. Yeah, whatever. I know what I meant. So yeah, you had all that nonsense there in the movie of Elvis Presley. They didn't mention him, that he got all his stuff from him, that he wrote his songs, and all that type of stuff. And then you see people here in the comment, and this should have had 6 million views, whatever. The architect of... No, he was not. There was people before him. Recognition he deserved. Fuck this dude. Fuck, what's his name again? Oh, fuck that nigga. You know, he's the reason that monkey got that status. But anyway, let me leave that. Let me just leave the hats off to who? This motherfucker. He took the money, man. And now and afterward he wanted the recognition. For what? You should have just died in the shadows, man. You know. But then again, it's good that you came out, stupid. And then now I have ammunition against that monkey. And yeah, I don't like that guy, because he was talking shit about our people. He was calling our people monkey and stuff like that. But anyway, let me leave that. Because they showed you that, well, they said that he was racist. I wasn't around him. But yeah, and even if he wasn't, because you do have a lot of people that do lie. For example, what's his name again? I'm not kidding you. I am looking for this. I have no... Man, I didn't even see it. I was looking and something just made me look there. David Bowie. Empty. Oh, shit. You see, the software knows what I want. This one.
I'd like to ask you something.
And this is very... When I saw this, he has a song that I very much like. Very much like. But then again, he's a goddamn, you know, he was talking about, you know, finding Japanese boys. Let me show what it says. Something like that. Whatever you found him sexy, or some shit like that. Whatever. He was into that weird shit. But yeah, let me go. No, wait. He was actually pressing him. He was asking, well, why you so racist? Why don't I see black people?
We'll appreciate it. You know, all right. It occurred to me, having watched MTV over the last few months, that it's a solid enterprise, and it's got a lot going for it. I'm just floored by the fact that there's so few black artists featured on it. Why is that?
I think that we're trying to move in that direction. We want to play artists.
He was putting his whole how you call that thing? His so-called not record, but his thing on the line or something like that. Fuck this fucking Kushite. I hate this motherfucker. He's talking shit about black fatigue. I want to put his ass to... You gonna pay, you fucking Kushite. You gonna pay once that time comes. Heavenly Father willing. I got you. I saw you. I saw what you did. You know, a lot of people are talking shit about, you know, Judah I see them, man. Heavenly Father willing, I want to be one of those hunters, right? I saw you, man. I know what you did. I know the hatred that you have while making still money on Jake. And talking shit about Jake too. You know? God damn, I can't stand these motherfuckers. Look, if I say something bad about the Jacob descendants, it's on a good tip. Yeah? Because if you were a so-called hooligan, right? And they get angry on their team and they start crashing the whole fucking city and shit like that. That's what they do. And they hate their team. No, they're angry at their team. But you being from another team, why don't you go in their midst and say the exact same things that they're saying about their team when they lose? If they win, yeah, it's the same thing. But if they're already angry. But if they lose and then go and then they hate it, they're angry at their team and saying a lot of shit about their team, and then why don't you go say the same thing too? See what happens to you. So I am allowed to criticize my team. I'm the Jacob Descendant team. That's my team. So when I say shit, it's because I want them to be better. When they say shit, it's about making money and it's just fucking evil, man. You know. Anyway, but the reason I play this is because to show you that a lot of people look. Just because Jacob, I don't think he's an Edomite, by the way. But just because, you know, a so-called caucus man has a black female, that doesn't make him not racist. So you need to understand that, because in slavery they used to rape the black females, and and they hit you and hung you and castrated you and burned you and set you on fire and stuff like that. But they still fuck your wife. So that means nothing. But yeah, he put his whole career on the line. That's the word I was looking for earlier.
That seem to be doing music that fits into what we want to play for MTV. The company is thinking in terms of narrow casting.
That's evident. It's evident in the fact that the only few black artists that one does see are on about 2:30 in the morning or to around 6.
You when everybody is asleep. Just like how this article came out. Here. This article. Oh yeah, Dutch scientist. This one. Alarm as Dutch scientist. Oh, so this is. Oh, sorry. Alarm as Dutch lab creates highly contagious killer flu. Why the fuck would you make that? Anyway, you know when it was posted? Here. It says here, fear of terrorism as university prepares to publish key details. Why do you want to publish it in the first place? Again, because the elites need scientists, their minds, in order for them to further their plans that they have in their minds going back 55, 70, 100, 120 years ago through their ancestry that already told them, Rich, what is it, Rothschild? Yeah, this guy, before he croaked, the son of a bitch is dead. But what did he say? He said, I think he's dead, right? Philip, I think he's dead already. But it says right here, this peasant Philip, quote, about reincarnating. So he said that when he died, when he was young, he said this. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. So when he was young, there's a footage of that. But anyway, this is an article of what he said. So quote about reincarnating as a deadly virus to solve overpopulation resurfaces. Yeah, because it was an old thing, and this is published in 2021. He died at 99 years old. But the point is that he wants to kill people. They all want to kill people. That's why you see AI will kill people. Will AI exterminate people? Will AI do this? No, it's these motherfuckers that have the money to fund these researchers, these engineers that have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Because if they did, they would all turn into wow. Damn it. Why I became a how you call that thing? Whistleblower. Yeah. As a system administrator, so he was an administrator for the system thing. The young man who would expose vast secret U.S. surveillance saw freedom being encroached and decided he had to act. But there's more things. This is a little bit deeper, but he saw things and he was like, oh hell no, my people, my caucus people. And then he tried to help them. But the people, you see that the people ain't backing him up. He didn't become a celebrity like a clown artist would become a celebrity as he should. But A celebrity as in not for fame's sake, but as in his words coming out. Because if a Gay-Z or a Beyond Gay or maybe a Tyler Swift, if she was to tweet something, millions of people would have seen it within a few seconds. Maybe not seconds, but yeah, I don't know. In a few minutes, I'll tell you that. In a day, it could have reached like 500 million, 300 million people. That should have been him. But this shows you that his own people, the people of the earth, actually, I should say, don't really give a fuck. It's not that important. And they can't stop it anyway. Anyway. But these people want to kill. And when they talk about software as, the AI is going to kill people and destroy people, it's them. They are the ones that have that technology in their hand, and they're pre-programming you by saying it so that you will expect it. You will think that that's a possibility, man. No, it isn't. So it says that if it would be possible, they would deceive the very elect, because the majority of the people they have no idea what the hell's going on. But my point is, Tuesday, 20 December 2011, how late? 12 o'clock in the night. Who the fuck is up reading this shit, man? This thing got buried so fast. you don't. They have no idea. People have no idea that this thing was written. And when you see it the next morning, not a lot of people are kind of paying attention, man. It was on a freaking Tuesday. Who the fuck is up Tuesday at 12 o'clock at night reading stuff? Who does that? There are people, but still. Who the fuck really does that? Like as in the majority and stuff like that. And then they want to go out and publish it. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you making it in the first place? And a deadly strain of bird flu with the potential to infect and kill millions of people has been created in a laboratory by European scientists, the Dutch, who now want to publish full details of how they did it. Okay, cool. Look, I'm not no stupid rocket scientist, because they're dumb. I'm not no dumbass rocket scientist. I'll just use another word, because it implies that they're smart or something. I'm not one of the smartest people around, but I'll tell you this thing. I would know that this is not a good idea. But anyway, you're dealing with Edomites here, and don't think that he has the money to do the research. He ain't shit. And he's just one face that they put blurry on purpose. Like, what the... This is 2011, and you still got pictures from even the 1990s had better pictures than this shit. So that's crazy. But anyway. Yeah. So they're making these things, and same thing with here. Who is up 2:30 in the morning until 6 o'clock in the morning? Nobody. Most of the people are asleep. That's the point.
Very few are featured predominantly during the day.
No, that's a...
I'll say that over the last couple of weeks, these things have been changing, but it's a slow...
He knows, because he's a musician. He pays attention to these things, and he knows where he got his music from. And speaking of music, this song is a great song. Let's Dance. That's about the only song I know about him from him, because I grew up with MTV, so I saw it. I like it until this day. It's great. You go on not honor or respect, but you gonna like songs of the 80s, 70s, and 90s, even if it's a so-called caucus person, which I don't believe he's a Edomite. But that doesn't mean that he's not doing bullshit. He passed away already. See, I didn't do the respectful shit like say he dead. That other devil, there's a devil, he's dead. Good. He's Scrapaloni. Scrapicus. Scrap. Scrap. I want scrap. Anyway, he's dead. So, but this one, yeah, he passed away.
Process.
I know, it's funny, I think people have different perceptions when you wind up watching, let's say you watch an hour or two. Or
the point is he's really analyzing him, and then I'll put the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. So, but if you look at his face, he's really disgusted with this guy. And he's really trying to, you can see what he is, Amalek. You can see the hair. You can look at the hair, you can see it. You can see what the fucking beast. You can look at him like a fucking Amalekite with them filthy fucking leper ass hands.
West, pick some town in the Midwest that will be...
Yeah, he got leprosy, but I don't hate him. I hate him. I know I hate.
Scared to Death by Prince, which we're playing, or a string of other black faces.
He's looking at him and he's really smirking like, you talking shit. That's what you're doing.
And black
Very
music.
interesting.
Very interesting. He don't believe nothing that you're saying, by the way.
You know, we have to play the music that we think an entire country is going to like, and certainly we're a rock and roll station now. The question would be asked, well, should, since we're in New York, should PLJ play, the Isley Brothers? Well, you and I might say yeah, because we have grown up in an era when the Isley Brothers...
Anyway, look at his face, how he's looking at him, man. Like, this, hey, man, I wish I had a sharper footage of this thing, because he's really... that I don't like your look, like, fucking talking shit. That's what you're doing. That's what I see in his face, like, he's full of fucking shit. You know?
Not possible that it should be a conviction of the station.
Anyway, let me leave it. And conviction of the station, but you know, he was risking his career. I saw that somewhere in the... Because you have to remember, it was these times that you couldn't say certain things on television like that. Like, not like that. You don't play black artists, Goodman. That's not true. We're moving in that direction. See? That's funny because we're moving in... That's not true. It is true. But why do you have to say we're moving in that direction? He just said it, by the way. Yeah, he fucked up with these ones. But then again, you know, fuck it. You know, he is what he is. You have a lot of Jacob descendants that are doing filthy stuffs too. But still. Let me go.
About the radio stations.
It wasn't 67 where you say, yeah, I'm not into that, you know, but you are. Yeah.
I just have to laugh at that look.
Now it's, you're into that? I don't like you. And that's scary, and we can't just turn around and go, well, look.
Yeah, yes, you can. And then he zooms in like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course you can turn around, you goddamn vagabond.
And that's scary, and we can't just turn around and go, well, look, this is the right way. We can only teach a little bit at a time.
Interesting. Okay, thank you very much.
Is that a sense? Valid point?
You got that look.
I understand your point of view.
Okay.
You're so full of shit. I looked at him.
This is the right.
And this look, it just kills me all the time, man. I just have to laugh. And he reminds me of someone like I forgot who, but he has this look. He looked like a bird or something like that, like a golden bird to me, especially with this look. But he reminds me of somebody else, but I forgot it. But yeah, anyway, so my point of showing you this is that, you know, concerning, you know, you have a lot of these other people that, and then they say he was racist or something like that. Well, he might have been, I don't know. But when I look at this, I'll be thinking to myself, like, I don't think he be hating Jake. You know? I don't think he hates Jake. So, you have people that say shit about Elvis, but I did hear stories about Elvis. He hated Jake. You know, he hated Jake and all that there. But then other people say, you know, he was always hanging around Jake. But that don't mean shit. Yeah? They could hang around you, steal your stuff, and then go promote that thing off of themselves. Like it's off themselves and stuff like that. So you had those type of Edomites too. Here's another one. But he's not on a hating ass tip. But he said some shit about Jacob descendant females and stuff like. But that same thing with Justin Bieber. But yeah, he that's another one. But if you look at his whole thing, he acting like he Jake and stuff like that. But still, yeah. So I think he's a Jake too, man. The Justin Bieber guy, I look at him and be like, man, okay, because he does not want to act like how he look. You know, and, I saw things, even with the. Then dirtiest jokes. Yeah. He made a racist joke and all that there, you know. But yeah. I mean, I don't expect anything else. I mean, look at him. So yeah. He doesn't look like us. But when he got older, he started to act more like us. Yeah. Justin saying a nigga song and killing black people and shit like that. Don't think I justify him. You know, I'll stomp his ass right down with the same color as my underfoot. I don't give a shit. His face, my underfoot, I don't give a shit about that. So, but I'm telling you, like, I'm showing you that these type of things do exist. So yeah, enough talking. I haven't pulled scriptures. I'm sorry about that. Let me go to over here. Joel chapter 2 verse 28, and it shall come to pass afterward